Hello, YouTube. It's Saturday night, although technically early Sunday morning, 12:40 a.m. Yeah, I didn't shoot any videos earlier today. I've noticed I kind of got a backlog of videos, and I haven't really had anything relevant to say, so it just seemed pointless to record anything. And I was actually enjoying the music on the drive home from work today. Work today, by the way, was great. Although I would say I had the worst forklift accident that I've ever had today. And it went completely fucking unnoticed. I don't even want to talk more about that. The warehouse was nearly empty. Nobody noticed. Nobody got hurt. It's, I don't know. I might have damaged a chair or something. There was just no, I'm not even trying to hide it. I'll explain to somebody later. I don't think they'll fire it for me. They fire me over it, and they seem to love me there. So, did I say what time it is? I know I said what day it is. It's early Sunday morning, 12:41 a.m., Sunday, June 4th. It's my Saturday night. I've been hanging out at Castaways tonight, which is, I worked at Castaways for many years. Literally hosted karaoke on the very first day they opened. In fact, and not to overstate my relevance to Castaways, but I genuinely believe Castaways would not exist if it wasn't for me. And I know that sounds like a pretty outlandish claim, but the Castaways building used to be Jughead's Bar. I was the last karaoke host there before they went out of business. And at the time, I was still working at Gilligan's, and I had been hosting karaoke at Gilligan's for many years at that point. So very close to the owners. Talked to them all the time. And probably telling them more than I should have about what was going on at Jughead's. And what was going on was the business was falling apart. And they were having trouble paying me. And they kind of used that inside information to swoop in and make Tanya a cash offer for the bar. And the thing that kind of sets that bar apart from a lot of other bars is that it's not a leased building. The bar owns the building. Like it's a full package of the property plus the building plus the liquor license, which is the Field brothers are fucking brilliant businessmen, and I mean that's what they were looking for, was to get the oh look, there's a Waymo, looking to get the whole package. By the way, I'm shooting on the Obamaphone. My apologies for how painfully dark it is, but I'm having space issues on the iPhone trying to export the next chapter of my vlog. I don't even want to go into the details of the issues I'm having, but it's one of those things that reminds me that I really need to get a better video editing option than iMovie. Like, I'm pretty familiar with how to use iMovie, and I do well with it, but yeah, while my other iPhone was broke, I kind of forgot all the things that were problematic about iMovie, and now I'm trying to use it on a 64 gig iPhone as opposed to a 128 gig iPhone, and I'm at a standstill. And I spent a lot of time trying to edit my video for Thursday afternoon because I had a lot to share on Thursday afternoon, and I don't want to lose all that goddamn work. But at this point, like, iMovie's inability to manage its cache and recognize how much actual space is available on the phone has me at a standstill. Anyway, I was having a really good time over at Gilligan's, and then there came a point where I realized I was just totally alone in a crowd, and it was starting to get depressing. I really want to hang out here at Water Inn, but I got a feeling Priscilla is here, and I absolutely don't want to see her tonight. Straight up, I don't. Oh, there's her vehicle right there. I'm gonna back up because she's probably on the patio smoking and would see me drive by. And you know, did I mention she said I should marry her? You know what straight up makes her not marriage material? And it's not even the top thing on the list, but it's just one of those check boxes that just makes her not marriage material, and that's that she smokes cigarettes. I would never marry a woman that smokes cigarettes. Full stop. Full stop. So anyway, I got more to say about her. I came home from work this afternoon to a handwritten letter from her. I don't know, part of me wants to read it. Part of me wants to read it. Let's just get to another karaoke bar, but it's 12:44, so there's not a lot of karaoke time left. I mean, I could drive my happy ass all the way over to the bar that isn't called Carousel. I could drive my happy ass all the way to Skipper's, but yeah, I don't want to do that. I could drive down to 414, which is a lot closer, but I'm convinced that I would get into song at 414. 414 always takes care of me, in spite of like the uncomfortable situations in which I was fired from there. Like when I go back there, they're always really good to me. They always work me in, even when I show up so late that I should be denied singing. I always get to sing. But honestly, my biggest issue with going to Tempe on a Saturday night is Tempe on a Saturday night, and just the hassle of trying to find parking. It's not my idea of a good time. I think I'm just gonna head over to. I'm just gonna head over to the Hideaway. I really want to go sing at Wander Inn, but I mean, yeah, I'm just not about seeing Priscilla at all right now. I'm just. Oh, I want to read that. Ooh, ow! Just forgot how bad that dip was. At least I didn't bottom out on it. God, I had one time on one of those fucking dips. I cracked my oil pan or some shit. I did some fucking damage to the car. I had to be careful with those. I did not have a lot of clearance on the Saturn. Oh, wow. I changed the angle of my phone. Not that y'all can see shit, because it's video's dark on this piece of crap, but I spent a good solid hour and a half editing, and granted most of it was just previewing, but editing and doing some meticulous editing, just trying to make my video for last Thursday not be too obnoxiously long, and it's still like fucking 90 minutes. It's not like anybody's gonna watch and listen to that whole thing, but I don't want to lose all that work. But right now, the thing that's jamming up the phone is iMovie. Just, I thought I'd freed up enough to it's telling me it wants 7 gigs, which is ridiculous. The biggest issue with me for iMovie is somehow I can put in 4 gigs worth of video, and I'm doing this like this is a long video. I can put in 4 gigs worth of video, and for some reason to export it all put together, it needs 7 gigs. And there's no option for, like, I can set the resolution, but I can't set the bit rate. And I'm not gonna put that shit out at 480p. I mean, I might out of desperation have to put that shit out at 480p, but I sure as fuck don't want to. Actually, the more I think about it, putting it out at 480p sounds like a good idea. But yeah, so it's telling me I needed 7 gigs, and it's really weird. Like, I'm clearing off space, and then somewhere, like, somehow I end up with less space. Like, I've got, I don't know, sometimes iOS, I just scratch my head at, like, what the fuck it's doing. And unlike Android, I can't go in and look at super details because everything's so locked down on iOS. And it's telling me I have so many gigs free, and then I delete a bunch of stuff, and then it's telling me I have even less gigs free. It's like, wait, how exactly does can I have 6 gigs free, and then I deleted 3 gigs worth of stuff, but now I've only got like 3.8 gigs free. No. 6 plus 3.8 equals I should have almost 10 gigs free. What the fuck just happened here? And of course I have no way of telling that. And so anyway, at one point I had enough free, and I put the phone in my car on the charging cable because I knew it was going to use so much juice to export that much video. And you know, as soon as the 20% warning comes up, like it caps it out. So anyways, I'm in the car and I'm plugging in the goddamn fucking cable. It does the 20% warning and cancels it. Like, must be the foreground application. It is a foreground application. I got a warning that I can't seem to make go away in the operating system. And then it was maybe about 15% done. Like, I just kind of started, but still like 15% done. 15% of 7 gigs is still a lot of fucking data. And the thing is, I don't think when it does an incomplete export, I think that shit just sits there in cache. It doesn't delete it. In fact, I'm convinced it doesn't delete it. If I have no way of going in and manually deleting that stuff. Now, if anybody knows a way to do this in iOS, please give me some pointers in the comments section, because I've Googled the shit out of this stuff, and the general result that I've come to is, oh yeah, it fucking sucks. But yeah, I'm hoping I can park here and hide away. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's like the second time I've got here and got straight up fucking VIP parking. Check this shit out. Oh yeah. VIP fucking parking right here. Nice. Nice. Alright, the big girls are out tonight. Not gonna lie, I'd be happy with either of them. So, anyway. So yeah, it stopped at 20%. I was totally frustrated. 20% on the battery. Frustrated about that as I'm trying to plug the phone cord in. So of course I had to restart it. That made it stop, give me the error message. It must be the foreground application while exporting. Oh wow. I still have a disabled sound, so I'm getting messages and shit. Anyway, so I go to export it again, and it doesn't give me any kind of warning telling me I have enough space. So I'm like, well, it's going to be time consuming, but I can just leave it plugged in. And when I get back, hopefully the battery percentage will be a little bit higher and it'll be exported. And at one point, like, I went back in the bar. I was hanging out with my friend Marvin, so that was cool. Like, when I was there hanging with Marvin, at least I didn't feel alone. Like, so that was cool. And I had a long talk with the owner, Greg. That was actually good. He wants to buy a Laserdisc player for me. Certainly do with getting rid of a Laserdisc player and some extra money. And I know Greg won't try to lowball me on that. So, but Greg knows I'll give him, you know, whatever price I give him, you know, it's going to be a fair price. So, anyway, so I come back out of the car and it's about 75% done, 80% done, something like that. I'm like, damn, it's still not done. So I go back into the bar. 2-3 songs later, come out to the car, and I'm thinking it's done, and it's got a pop-up saying that there wasn't enough space. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It got so close to the end and said there wasn't enough space. And then I look at where I'm at for disk space, and literally all that it exported, like it needed 7 point something gigs, and it looks like it exported like 6 gigs of it, and it's just sitting in cache. At least it was the last time I checked. Let me check again. General iPhone storage. I'm just going through my properties here. General iPhone storage. Yeah, iMovie. Look at that shit there. iMovie. 11.38 gigs. Oh, and here's the thing. I'm not short on space. Like here it's saying 3.1 gigs of 64. Was it? Sorry, this thing never focuses right. 38.1 gigs of 64 gigs use. So I have more than 7 gigs free. Just for some reason, fucking iMovie can't see it. So it's not even that I'm out of space. I have the space. I've damn near deleted every fucking app that's on this phone just trying to free up space. But you look at iMovie, it says 11.38 gigs. Why is iMovie taking up 11.38 gigs? And that's literally, like, I've deleted every other project in iMovie. It's just the one, like, Thursday videos, all it's sitting in here. Like, but it's saying documents of data, 10.78 gigs. And I'm pretty convinced that what that is the 2 attempts to export it that failed. And it's just sitting there, and it won't delete the cache. And there's no options in iOS or in iMovie to go fucking delete that. Yeah, I need to get another video editor. I'm kind of over that fucking bullshit. Anyway, I'm going inside to hopefully sing some more karaoke. I probably won't get that many songs in because it's almost 1, but it was pretty obvious over at Castaways that every woman that was there was kind of paired up with somebody. Except for this one chubby chick that I didn't even really find attractive, and she just made it very clear she wasn't interested in me, which is fine. I was like, yeah, like, I find you that attractive anyway. So, yeah, just, you know me, out looking for love in all the wrong places. I'm going to read this letter from Priscilla because it's fucking ridiculous. Oh, and of course, there's this one chick was sitting by me who was very attractive. Not so great of a singer, but really nice, very attractive, and chatting with her. She actually chatted me up quite a bit. Didn't seem interested in me like that, but at least she was good company. I mean, I'm always happy just to have good company, you know. I mean, I'd like to get a little fucking action, but I'm happy to hang out and sing songs and have good company. By the way, I sang 3 songs, rocked all of them. Anyway, at one point she's like, "You used to do that there." She pointed at the karaoke DJ. I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You and Priscilla." No, Priscilla didn't do it. I did it. Priscilla just tagged along. It's so frustrating to me how many people equated my hosting as me and Priscilla. Nah. The one time I tried to have her host a show, she fucked it up and then let somebody touch my computer when I told her not to let anybody touch my computer, and never let me know she was having problems with the computer. No, it was never me and Priscilla. It was always 100% me. She was just there as a fucking cheerleader and to get beers for me. It's frustrating how people somehow thought she was a co-host on that. No, not even. Not even. Hello and welcome back, YouTube. I'm walking over to the ATM. I just got 1 beer over at Hideaway, and I felt like a borderline asshole because I was going to tip the bartender at least $1, you know, and I think a pint is $4.25 here, and I was down to literally my last $4 cash, but I had some quarters, $4, and here's 5 quarters, and sorry, I'm running out of cash. But it just seems silly to run such a low tab on, just that little on a credit card. Just seems like a waste to me. So yeah, the bicycle tribute that was here to Jesse is long gone. Looks so weird having these giant, fat traffic light poles here. Wait. God, I didn't drink that much, but I'm feeling a little nauseous right now. I think it's a matter of I didn't really eat anything. Like, since I've got up, I think I've only had like one small bologna sandwich. I think I had like 1 random slice of bread that I put a little biscotti butter on and folded it over. I really should have ate more before I headed out, but so in the last segment, I was talking about how I was having so many issues trying to export my Thursday video with iMovie. It was kind of funny. Like, right after I finished it, like, I sat down in the bar. I thought I'd try it again, see if iOS had managed to figure out what could and couldn't be deleted in various places of cache. And I went to export it, and I didn't even get a progress bar. It was just like, oh, exported, file saved, which was weird. So apparently it was able to utilize what it had already done and just finish what little bit was left and save it. I don't know. It's just so annoying. Just So you have just so little control, and so I don't know. It's frustrating. But hey, it's exported and it's uploading right now on the Hideaway's Wi-Fi from my VIP parking spot while the iPhone is charging. When I walked out of the bar, I was down to like 1% on that poor dying battery. But yeah, I'm doing my best to keep this stupid vlog rolling with my random limited resources. Wow, we got a fucking Cadillac coming up here, the ATM. And walk away for a minute. Damn, and there's Harbor Freight. Of course, they're not open right now. What time is it anyway? Damn. I guess I should say that, huh? So, there it is, 2:17 a.m. Trying to get everybody out of the bar. Really want to use that ATM, but don't like using ATM when there's, as a pedestrian, when there's cars, like right by it. And I got one hand holding my iPhone, which makes it kind of difficult to shuffle through my cards. Hey, let's put my Android. I'm shooting on Obamaphone 4 again. Because as I said, the iPhone is in the car trying to upload like the longest chapter of my vlog I've exported in a while. All right, there's the card I was looking for. Sometimes I really need two hands free. Just saying. So yeah, I keep. I need to, with all the little things I'm trying to handle, I need to make the time to come down here to Harbor Freight. I really need another drill, and I suppose I don't really need another drill. I mean, I know I have a decent drill, a Harbor Freight drill. I'll probably be buying the exact same model that I already have, but. Yeah, my non-bot scooter is just about ready to roll again. I've just got this one stripped out bolt that I can't pull off. It's holding the external battery pack to the motor controller and to the neck. I don't know what I even call all those parts, but anyway, literally what's stopping me from finishing that whole project is one bolt that's it's recessed, so you've got to use like a long okay, that car is not leaving, it's making me nervous. You got to use a long you got to use like an extension, a narrow socket to go in there for it. And I have the right socket. I do, which is saying something, because it's kind of an oddball socket. Like, I think it's a security Torx, but it has to be like a long bit. A regular bit doesn't get it done. And yeah, I get it in there, and I can just tell the fucking head on the bolt is stripped. So, all right. I don't need to get much cash, but I need to get some cash. I'm just not about trying to run a card every place I go. And I need to get something to eat. Although when I checked, I had about, I was estimating about another 25 minutes or something to finish uploading that video on Hideaway's Wi-Fi. And for all the fucking shit that I've gone through trying to get that particular chapter of my vlog edited and exported and uploaded, like, I'm just not interrupting that for anything, which is fine. It's not like I have any place to be. In fact, where I'm trying not to be is at home, because I fully expect Priscilla to show up again and ding-a-ding-ding at my doorbell. I'm glad I finally caught some fucking video of that, because I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating the ridiculousness of the situation when I talk about it, but I finally actually caught it, not on video, but audio. Like, you can't really see anything because I'm in darkness when she, I woke up to the sound of her pounding on my window. But, yikes, my checking balance is a little smaller than I'd like it to be. It's all right though. I got my I still got my last check from K-Power, which I haven't deposited yet, and all my bills are paid at the moment. Oh, except for whatever one went through Chase that didn't get paid. Probably my Costco card. Got an email while I was out today from Vistaprint telling me that my business cards have been delivered. That's a good thing. Man, I totally want to go get some food, but I don't think there's anything in this immediate area that's open at 2:30 in the morning where somebody can eat when they're not driving, and I can't really drive anywhere because my car is sitting in front of the bar where I can finish uploading that video on the Wi-Fi. How cool would it be if Church's Chicken was 24 hours? Actually, I was talking with quite a few people at the bar. There's a bunch of people there that I recognize, and I feel bad because the only person who I recognize, not counting Tim, the KJ, or I'm forgetting the name of the bartender. I remember the one bartender that is always really nice to me. She was there as well. But Gracie Lee, who's a fucking amazing singer. And I know there's a clip of her singing on my YouTube channel. I forget what the hell she was singing. But that one got so many views in like the first day I posted it. I used to post some of my better singers at Bullock's when I had the show at Bullock's on this YouTube channel, and that particular one got a lot of views. I forget what the heck she was singing. I think an Anita Baker song. Anyway, that woman can sing, and she's married. She's always rolling with her husband. Her husband's cool as fuck. But yeah, they were out there tonight, and there were some other people there that I recognized. And there was one woman I didn't recognize at all. I sat down by the bar, and she like totally like said hi to me by name, and I'm just like, ooh. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't recognize you at all. She's like, yeah, I'm sitting with my friends. Every time you walked in, I'm like, look, there's Dan. I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, it's okay. She goes, I know you talk to a lot of people, but still, I feel bad. Like, and she was totally sweet, and I was kind of hanging out with her at the bar. She's like, well, you can come sit with me and my friends at the table. And then once I sat there, like, she kind of stopped talking to me. Some random friend of hers that I didn't know started talking to me, and I was just like, nothing against the guy, just like I'm thinking in my head, I'm trying to meet some women tonight. You are not a woman. Meanwhile, there was this, not like gorgeous or anything, but reasonably attractive black woman at the bar that was playing with this fancy ass digital camera. And I was trying really, like, whenever I see somebody playing with a camera, I'm trying to photobomb. I know, kind of an asshole move, but I'm easily amused, and I'm trying to photobomb. I figure, especially in this part of town, I'm like kind of a borderline local karaoke celebrity of sorts. So it's people take pictures and shit, and they put them on social media. And it's funny when they go to post them like, who's that guy in the background? And even if they don't know who I am, there's a good likelihood if they post it, wherever on social media, that somebody's going to be like, oh my God, that's Dan and the karaoke band in the background. And, wow. I just realized there's quite a few kind of sketchy homeless people walking around on the sidewalk on Thomas. I'm just trying to keep my distance. The last thing I need is another fucking homeless person freaking out because, why are you videotaping me? I'm fucking videotaping my first world perspective as I give a monologue on life. You're completely inconsequential. Just keep losing at life somewhere else. But anyway, on that note, it's bad. I kind of want to go see Natalie right now. I didn't really talk much about the last time I saw her, and I gave her what was left of my detergent. just not like me to give away that much soap, but she seemed like she really needed it, and props to her for always being extremely clean and being in extremely clean clothes when I see her. Plus, she gave me like a bag of clothes the night I met her. The least I could do was kick her down some laundry soap. But yeah, when I walked up on her encampment, she had a glass pipe there, and she asked if I smoked cheese. So at least she's not a fentanyl junkie, but still, she's got her drug of choice, which is disappointing because I dig her. I like hanging out with her, but I'm not about getting too over close to anybody that's got major drug addiction, and I'm not particularly wanting to be around whatever the fuck she's smoking in a glass pipe. But yeah, while we were there were two guys and a rather young, attractive girl there, and the young, attractive girl was just doing weird zombie contorting, scratching type stuff because she was obviously high on, I'm guessing, probably a mix of fent and trank. And a guy who I think Natalie told me was her boyfriend when we walked over to my car, he was just there smoking fentanyl out of some foil. Now whether it was trank mixed in with it, I have no way of knowing. I could see it was smoke. I could see it was put in flamed foil, and I could smell the fucking nastiness. And which is normally like that's my cue to get the fuck out, but I was just so glad to see Natalie. And then the other guy seemed pretty cool. Like we were actually talking about warehouse work and forklift work and whatnot. I guess at one point in time he said he drove a forklift as well. But which of course has me wondering, like, well, you know, if you've got such an in-demand skill. Not that I said this, but I'm wondering in my head, like, if you've got such an in-demand skill, why are you here in this little homeless encampment? You know, why are you here? Like, you could potentially be working. And I don't know what. Oh shit! There comes a car. I mean, I'm crossing in a unmarked crosswalk, but yeah, nobody ever honors those. Well, anyway, 29th place. I don't know that I've ever walked down this street. By the way, I have no idea how much space is left on this phone right now, so I could get cut off at any time. I'm just wasting time right now. Letting my phone do its thing on them. I thought I muted all the sounds on this, so it's still making noise. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering myself. But I mean, I feel like I've been down enough to realize that there's, you know, I mean, it could be his issue is drug addiction, although that guy didn't seem to be on any drugs at all, and he was not partaking in the other guy's, whatever the other guy was smoking on his foil. So I'm assuming it was blues, maybe mixing with something else. Wow, we got a house getting renovated here. The construction fence around it. Looks, well, I don't even know why I'm pointing the camera at it, because this thing don't shoot for shit in darkness. And another one across the street with a for sale sign on it. I would love to buy into this neighborhood if there was any way in hell I could afford it. This really is my favorite part of Phoenix. Wow, I'm pointing the camera in that direction. I'm like, what? Comment on stuff and point the camera at it, and I'm just like, yeah. I guess you can see this one. This is like this totally modern architecture type house right here in the hood. A killing machine pickup truck on it. And we've got another really modern, super modern one right here as well. It's really bizarre the gentrification that's going on in this area. You got like super modern houses where somebody's bought the lot and then built something that's really big and modern and just looks out of place, but it's still a really nice house. Right next to it, you've got like practically run-down shack, which is so dark I'm not really showing video of it. Then you've got something that, you know, kind of fits the neighborhood. This one's obviously been renovated recently. I can tell from just the way it's painted and the font that they're using for the large address numbers on it. But at least they kept it true to the architectural style of the house. But it's got that, it's obviously it's been flipped recently because it's got fucking black ceiling tiles on it. Or, you know what I'm talking about, roofing tiles, which to me is just the stupidest thing to ever use in Phoenix. And you know, the white paint, black accents on the windows, and the trim. That's like the sign that it's just recently been flipped.
Yeah, I said Obamaphone 3 was finna run out of space, and it did. So I made it back to the bar, obviously. Back in my car. Super huge video is done uploading. It's still not live yet. It says it's processing, but I don't need an internet connection for it to process. And it'll process even if I lose my internet connection. Although I won't. I'm pretty sure I'm good with my what do you call it? With my 3G, 4G, what do you call it? 4G connection on Mint. I'll say 3G. 3G is done. And it's an iPhone 6s Plus, so there's no 5G. But yeah, 4G connection to Mint Mobile. That's usually pretty solid. So anyway, 2:45 a.m. Late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Saw some random creepy people wandering around at night type activity and didn't get to shoot video of it, so that's a little disappointing. But and I'm sure I, you know, qualify as part of that creepy random people walking around at night. You know, meanwhile my car is just sitting here at the bar by itself. Past something really random that I've never noticed over there before. So I'm walking up 30th Drive. I forget what side street I was on, but I was whatever side street it is that parallels Thomas. It's one block to the south. And after the battery died, and I know if I stay on that street, I'm going to end up being by the park. That's super sketchy with a bunch of homeless people. Now, granted, most of the homeless encampment's on the south side of the park, and I'd be walking across the north side of the park. But yeah, didn't really want to. Perry Park, by the way, is the name of that park. Really didn't want to walk by that, so I just picked a random residential street and walked north, which just happened to be 30th place. By the way, it looks like the Taco Bell drive-thru is open, so I'm try and get me a burrito. As much as I want to go down to whatever the hell Speedy Street Tacos is called now. I can get a good burrito here, a couple good burritos here for $4, whereas it's like $12 at Sweetie Street Tacos. So.
Ready.
Are you open?
Yeah.
Okay, the whole menu board is all dead.
It's broken, I'm sorry.
That sucks. What's the $2 chicken Chipotle burrito? What the hell is that called?
Chipotle ranch grilled chicken.
That thing. Can I get 2 of those?
Alright.
And that'll be it for me.
Alright, 434.
Thank you. Wow, that's trippy. They got the whole digital menu and it's just a great big dark screen. Yeah, sometimes fancier technology is not better. I'm not a fan of those type of menus. Usually the text is so small I can't read it. No, I'm good. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I just got a pop-up saying it was declined. I have no idea why. My payment just went through. I guess use this one. Sorry about that. I don't know what the hell the deal is with my Discover card right now. I saw that a payment went through, got that in email, but yeah, I haven't been able to use the Discover app since, I'm wanting to say, my iPhone 7 Plus. And that screen's been busted for a good solid 2 months now. And I've downloaded the app on this phone. I'm on the iPhone 6s Plus right now, my first one that I got back. Although I deleted that app trying to export that last video just to make space. It's deleted damn near every app. And I also installed it on Obamaphone 4. Thank you. Also installed it on Obamaphone 4, but I've not been able to get logged in and registered because my Discover card, like modern credit cards, don't have the raised, pressed, embossed numbers for doing an imprint like old credit cards did. I've still got some cards that have that, but most of my newer cards don't. Discover card hasn't had that for quite some time, and just from rubbing against other cards and stuff in my pocket, my credit card number is completely rubbed off my Discover card, completely illegible. So I need to, wow, this guy's got no lights on. This guy is driving with no headlights and no taillights. Let's see how far he goes in the dark. It amazes me how often I see this these days. Just people driving at night, no lights. And the city of Phoenix is so understaffed with the police. This guy's probably going to get away with driving wherever he's driving in the dark, no lights. Anyway, yeah, to log into to get the Discover card app working, you've got to put in your credit card number, and I absolutely can't read it. And of course, I haven't memorized that. So I keep meaning to try to call their 1-800 number. And of course, I know that's going to be awkward because, of course, they want me to touch tone in my credit card number, and I don't know it, and it's literally illegible. And then they're going to be like, well, you want to send me a new card? No, really, I don't. I've got that card entered in a bunch of different websites. I use it. I just need you to tell me what the card number is so I can write it on the goddamn thing with a Sharpie. Well, I didn't see where the car with no lights went. I'm driving slower and it went up off ahead of me. Oh no, it's still there. It's still there, it's just a little bit ahead of me on the left. Wow, it is so dark I can't barely see that car. I can't believe this guy has driven this far down Thomas with no lights on. Of course, this phone shoots such bad video at night, you probably can't even see it at all. I should really be going home, but I'm just curious how far this guy's going to go with no lights. lights or his blinkers come on. It's just like lights coming out of nowhere. Oh, nope, I think he turned his lights on. I do think those are tail lights as opposed to brake lights. That guy drove with his lights off for well over a mile. After 3, part of me wants to think this is late enough that Priscilla will not be still showing up and playing stalker at my door, but hard to say. I did say I was going to read that letter, didn't I? Oh man, that burrito is spicy. Woo! Usually those chicken burritos aren't that spicy. That thing got some spice going on. I have nothing to drink in the car. Fine, I'm just going down 52nd Street. Swing into Circle K and get my Sip and Save drink, which I don't think I've done for the last 2, maybe 3 days. Yeah, the last 2 days going into work, I was running so late there was no time to stop at Circle K. I did show up on work to work on time both days, so I'm feeling good about that. My mind still keeps thinking about that movie I saw. I forget the name of it. I want to say it was called Yesterday or Yesterdays. And my friend who I watched it with, he did say he was going to give me a copy on a flash drive or whatever. He's got it as a digital file. And that's all good. I mean, I'm all about having a digital file of it. I got places to store that kind of thing, and I do have a pretty sizable collection of movies like that, although I don't really do that a lot these days. Oh wow, it looks like the Circle K is closed. Just to walk up, and I just saw the guy pull up to the right and park and then drive away. I mean, obviously the pumps are open, you can pay at the pump, but I'm trying to get me my Sip and Save drink. Oh damn, yeah, the whole inside of the store is dark. We'll be back at, I guess that's supposed to be 4 o'clock. Although the little hand should be directly at the 4 if the big hand is at the 12. The little hand is suggesting 4:20. I guess that means they'll be back once they're done smoking pot. Well, damn it. Now I'm really thirsty, but my mouth is kind of on fire from the spicy ass burrito. Oh, man. It's frustrating how many allegedly 24-hour stores, convenience stores, are not actually 24 hours. And I feel like that's been caused by a combination of just people not wanting to work those jobs and just staffing shortages and then just society, and it's just got so sketchy that businesses feel it's unsafe to be open at 3 in the morning. Looks like everybody has vacated castaways and gypsies. There's really no other Circle K between here and home. I mean, I could go on up north on 48th to the one at 48th and Thomas, but I walked to that one a few days ago, and it was closed at like 3 in the morning, so I don't feel like wasting my time going that direction. 7-Eleven is definitely open. I feel like paying for a fountain drink. I want to get my prepaid drink. I don't feel like driving all the way to... Oh, I can't believe I got this light red. I don't feel like driving all the way up to 40th Street, though. That fountain, that soda fountain at the 40th Street McDowell. Circle K, they maintain that one so poorly. Dang, I was going to drive by Natalie's campsite. I'm not even really feeling like doing that. I just feel kind of like bleh. How do I feel? I feel like bleh. And I really shouldn't be going to sleep this early because I need to kind of get my body accustomed to staying up until at least noon. I mean, normally I get up, I get off work at 1:30, but I don't know. I kind of want to go to bed now. So I was gonna have me hurting come Monday morning. I've noticed that when I've been out with I spent a few nights with Katrina, who's still working at GYR3. She's working night. She did text me earlier today, or hit me on. No, she texted me. It's like, I'm working tonight. So I asked if she wanted to go out. Go hang out tonight. She's like, no, I'm working. Malika messaged me back as well. She said that she always works Sunday night or Sunday morning or whatever. I was like, well, that sucks. Sundays, it's like Sunday morning's my only mornings off. But yeah, no, I've noticed when I stay out late with Katrina that it could be like 3, 4 in the morning, and other people are like, yeah, I gotta call it a night, and she's like, I can tell she's tired. She'll be like, gotta stay up till 5. Don't want to get off my schedule. Which I admire her dedication to that, because I should really be doing that right now. But yeah, I just feel like lying down. It's another night alone. I just hope Priscilla doesn't show up and start pounding on my window. Oh, I was gonna read that note, wasn't I? That was the plan. Forgot about it already, but I was totally gonna read that note at Circle K. Grab my shirt and leave in my car. I brought the forklift speaker with me because I was thinking about listening to some music and maybe going over and hanging out with Natalie and listening to some music there, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. Mostly I'm thirsty, and I don't want to take any of her drinks. In fact, most of the time I go over there, I try to bring her a drink. Go inside and read it. If you made it through this much of tonight's boring ass video, you've earned here in this note. And of course she wrote it in cursive, which I really struggle to read that sort of stuff. It's not like I don't know how to read cursive or write cursive. I just always struggle to read it. Good morning, kitten. Dang, I forgot to close the bedroom door. I hope they didn't do anything disgusting in here. The cats, I mean. I don't understand why my like I make the bed and I get the sheets and the blankets pulled up, and for some reason they always kind of migrate down the bed, and I just get this ripped up exposed mattress here. I had a fitted sheet, but this mattress is super, super thick, and fitted sheets really don't fit. All right. Note from Priscilla. June 3rd, 2023. Yeah, I struggle to read that kind of handwriting. I realize it's handwriting, but I just see squiggly scribbles. Let's see, what's it say? Dan, once again, you've chosen to ignore and... that word is renege? Chosen to ignore and renege on the promise that you made. My babies. They're fucking cats. My babies were only allowed to stay if you did not block access for me to see them. You don't make decisions on what is and isn't allowed to stay, bitch. You're lucky I even let you back in my apartment when you got back from Atlanta. I didn't have to. For almost a month, you've chosen this action. I am not obligated to provide you with sex, and with you not being here shows me that you've found someone to provide that service. God, I wish. I'm happy for you if so. Sure you are. I can't read that scribble. What's that scribble say? I can't make out that scribble. However? Is that supposed to say however? However, I'm just trying to get it out of context. However, that should not prevent you from keeping your word. Keeping your word. I think that says get a phone that works. We need to work this out, Priscilla. No, not really. Not really. All right, I'm just going to wrap this up. Try to straighten out these stupid blankets and eat my burritos. Go get a thing of cold green tea out of the fridge. Maybe put a record on or something. I'd still rather spend a night alone than deal with that fucking drama. And have her come over here being a cock tease. Fuck a bunch of that.